Our lead story of the day is a doozy because we have Matt Walsh of the Daily Wire conducting an undercover investigation that catches trans healthcare providers rubber stamping sex change surgeries. This one's crazy. It's head spinning. It's insane. So much so Elon Musk took to Twitter to tell us how insane it was. And we got all the details for you, folks. Before we jump into any of this craziness, support a true American patriot by hitting that like and subscribe button. Leave us a short, sweet comment down below. The question of the day is, do you support the LGBTQ plus alphabet soup community going after your children on all fronts? Let us know in the comment section below. We got a banger of an episode for you today, folks. If you haven't already, grab yourself a cup of coffee because we are in it for the long haul today. Some of the nation's largest transgender healthcare providers are rubber stamping approvals for life-altering sex change procedures. And get this, they're even falsely representing health diagnoses for patients so that insurance companies will cover the medical expenses of all this. It is wild. It's wild. In an undercover investigation, Walsh and his team discovered how easy it is to get approved for sex change surgery when one of the hosts' producers got a thumbs up for an archiectomy, which is a procedure to remove your testicles, and he got this after a 22-minute virtual appointment with Plume. Plume's the largest transgender healthcare provider in the U.S. I told you guys, it's so baffling. It's so insane. Wait till we get into all the receipts. We got footage. We got letters. We got it all today. Walsh's producer, Greg Ray, remember that name, got scheduled for a video call with Plume after providing a fake name on the intake form. Ray made it clear, Walsh's producer, that he had not been experiencing gender dysphoria for 6 months or more. He mispronounced the name of the damn surgery he wanted, and he said he didn't know the effect the surgery would even have on him. Yet Plume's nurse, the transgender place, the practitioner, told Ray, quote, she wanted to write the most solid letter possible to justify the surgery. Oh my God. Wait till we show you the letter. 3 days later, Plume sent the letter to Matt Walsh's producer, Ray, who said his name was Chelsea Boosie, saying Ray was experiencing, quote, significant ongoing gender dysphoria, despite Boosie stating unequivocally that he was not, that that's not the case, and recommending Chelsea for testicle removal. This is like out of a horror movie. Walsh said that in a text message to Ray, again, his producer, Plume explained that the letters of recommendation are sent using a template based on standards provided by the radical World Professional Association for Transgender Health. Plume sells these letters. They're selling these letters for $150 to those seeking transgender surgeries. It's disgusting. It's disgusting stuff. So we have a video here of Greg, the producer, who tells Plume's nurse practitioner that his father has been prescribing him hormones for years. The nurse doesn't question this in any way. And instead, she says that the arrangement is perfect. Oh, it plays right into her hands. Let's go ahead and roll it.
And your dad is the one that's doing the hormone replacement therapy for you?
Yeah, so he's actually a doctor, and he knows a lot of doctors who do it, who prescribe it.
Perfect. And is your dad providing a letter for you as well?
No, that's part of why I'm yeah, I think there's a conflict there, and that's also part of the reasons why he involves other doctors with me as well, is he just thinks it's better to have an independent person do it. He could have done it. He told me he could have done it, but I said, yeah, it's better not to do that.
Oh, I bet they love that. I bet they love that. So again, here's the letter that was sent 3 days later. The letter strongly recommended him for testicle removal, you guys. Check this out. Let's go into the language once again. Despite these interventions, she reports significant ongoing gender dysphoria. She is seeking archiectomy to help alleviate gender dysphoria, and it is my professional opinion, it's my professional opinion that she would benefit greatly both medically and psychologically from archiectomy. Folks, it's removing her testicles. This is so baffling. It's disgusting. It is so gross. This procedure had been defined as medically necessary. After a 22-minute video call, it's medically necessary by the World Professional Association for Transgender Health to treat gender dysphoria. So to treat gender dysphoria, the best option for you medically is to lop off your testicles. Chelsea Boosie had met basically this organization, this association, for gender dysphoria. No, she wasn't, or he wasn't, and an appropriate candidate for archiectomy. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's that we're not done. We're not done. So Matt Walsh basically emphasized this letter on Twitter and points out the fact that the letter keeps capitalizing archiectomy without "and" before it, as if it's been copy pasted into a template. Greg followed up to learn why he had been diagnosed with gender dysphoria. Plume admitted they just used a letter template to provide all this. Just checking on this to make sure this will be okay in the letter. I'm not really considering myself dysphoric, so wanted to check on that whole thing. Otherwise, the letter looks great. Hi, Chelsea. This is Blank, a care coordinator with Plume. I will page your provider on this to see what she says. I know we write these letters based on templates, but I can ask your provider if it is necessary to have it, and if not, perhaps it could be removed. So it keeps going. It keeps going. Later, Plume's nurse practitioner confirmed that in order for the surgery to be paid for, the dysphoria diagnosis would need to remain. So this is how they're getting around it all to make the insurance companies pay for all this stuff. At the same time, the nurse appeared confused as to why Chelsea Boosie had requested testicle removal in the first place. Like, what the hell? Like, what the hell? Hi, thanks for getting back to me. I was just saying I don't feel dysphoric right now, but it's okay to keep that in the letter, right? Oh, okay. Well, the surgery is related to gender dysphoria, which you diagnosed with. It is controlled with HRT, but in order for the surgery to be paid for, a GCS, it will need to be related to your gender dysphoria, which you are diagnosed with. Does that make sense? Or is the ARCI not gender confirming? Oh my God. Oh my God. Well, we're continuing. So folks, another popular transgender telehealth rather, also approves patients for sex change procedures, even if they are not diagnosed with gender dysphoria, according to Walsh. I think it's called Fox, which provides letters authorizing surgeries for a nominal fee. Goes on to admit that despite quite possible patients will receive a letter indicating a gender dysphoria diagnosis, even though they really don't have dysphoria, Walsh noted. We reached out to Fox about this. A staff member confirmed that a diagnosis of gender dysphoria with the word diagnosis is scarce quotes is a requirement for health insurance purposes, even if it doesn't apply. So they're just fictitiously making this whole crap up. Just, hey, lop off your genitals. That's the answer to everything. Oh, those tits, they're gone. They're gone. This is some like evil German World War II experimental crap, man. And they want to do this to children. They want to do this to children as well. Obviously, Greg's an adult, but this is the stuff that these people want to do to your children. They think your children just, they know better. The same children that can't draw between the lines, have to have a sippy cup to drink out of, can confirm what gender they are at like 5 years old. No, that sounds real correct. So whatever insurance companies might think of that, it's the industry standard. The popular trans telehealth service, Fox Health, for example, instructs patients that even if they don't fit the definition of gender dysphoria, the diagnosis is needed, again, so the insurance paid out. You're seeing it right here. The proof's in the pudding. It says it right there on the screen, folks. If you're listening on audio, just know we got the receipts to back it up. Fox provides letters authorizing surgeries for a nominal fee, goes on to admit that it's quite possible patients will receive a letter indicating a gender dysphoria diagnosis, even though they don't really have the dysphoria. It's right there. It's highlighted for y'all. Oh my God. Oh, it's okay, folks. There's nothing to see here. It's all normal. This is all normal. Ari Groner, a licensed clinical social worker who educates doctors on trans healthcare, openly admitted in a video that those seeking transgender surgeries can easily get letters of recommendation. Oh, hold on. We got the video. Just 1 second. Well, at a recent training session from the Juniper Center, Groner explained that she writes whatever letters her patients want. Oh, that's responsible. Because she's not a gatekeeper, Walsh said. Oh my God. Adding that Groner explains that insurance companies won't pay for these surgeries unless the patient is diagnosed with gender dysphoria. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go.
We sort of will go again into understanding that I'm not going to be a gatekeeper. I'm not going to be a person that's going to stop them from accessing care. I'm not there to determine if they're trans enough. I'm going to write them this letter.
Wow. That is so gross. It's so gross. So Groner was referring to basically what we just said in the standards before about the organization, which major hospitals follow. They require that trans patients obtain a letter before undergoing surgeries, but Groner tells her audience to treat the letters as a persuasive essay and to greenlight even suicidal patients. Oh my God. You guys, I'm trying to keep my language as clean as I possibly can, but this is so insane. That's the best word I can use. That's the best word Elon Musk could use, and he's smarter than I am. Here it is.
Any psych history that might be helpful to sort of showing the necessity. So if, let's say, a client has a psych history that includes like suicidal ideation or a suicide attempt, and you can connect it to the gender dysphoria, that actually can be sort of a positive, persuasive essay piece. And I'll talk about that in a little bit, because you can kind of show what this is so necessary, right? This is how this is impacting this person's life, and this is why this procedure is necessary and needed. I have found that when I frame it in a, we're going to kind of use this as a persuasive essay and we're going to really, kind of stick it to them, there's a little bit more fun with it in the way we even use language. So I found that to kind of be helpful with clients.
You can't make this up. I mean, it writes itself. We're not done. It writes itself. So Walsh and his team dug deeper into Plume and Falks and have expanded across the United States, with Plume reaching people in 41 states and Falks present in 47 states, basically everywhere. The answer is that there's big money behind all this. Oh, I would imagine. Oh, yeah. Especially when you're freaking having the insurance companies peddling all this stuff as well, basically allowing it. Plume and Falks raised more than $45 million last year. Kraft Ventures just led Plume's $14 million fundraising round. Is Kraft general partner David Sachs aware that all this is going on? Well, I don't know. Hope everybody else is aware now. Hopefully this gets leaked out there, because this is freaking baffling. With Plume and Falks operating in most of the U.S., the Daily Wire host asked if medical insurance companies were aware that transgender medical providers were sending letters of recommendation based on obviously false information. They're patently false, which we're so accustomed to now. We hear false stuff all the time. The whole Russian hoax was false. Literally made up story. Walsh concluded in his thread by arguing that his investigation revealed yet another dark secret in the corrupt and fraudulent transgender medical industry. Oh boy, you are right, Mr. Walsh. Quote, trans activists are furious because they know the gender transition industry is corrupt and fraudulent from the ground up, Walsh said. Protecting kids is just one piece of the puzzle. The fight begins there, but it doesn't end there. The whole industry needs to be shut down. I couldn't agree more. Let me know, folks. What do you think about this? Does that not deserve a like and subscribe right there? I mean, so does Walsh himself, right? The Daily Wire deserves a like and subscribe. I've been subscribed to them since like day one. But hey, if you enjoyed this article here, if you enjoyed the information that's being provided to you, and you think we deserve a like, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below. The question of the day was, do you support the LGBTQ plus alphabet soup community going after kids on all fronts? Let us know in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.